For years, Nikon fans have been waiting for one camera that could bring the legendary spirit of the D500 into the mirrorless era. The Nikon Z90 is rumored to be that camera, but there is a major catch. Despite the growing number of leaks and predictions, it may still be a long way from becoming reality. In fact, some reports suggest we could be waiting until 2027 before Nikon finally unveils it. So why is this camera taking so long, and what could Nikon be preparing behind the scenes? The Z90 is expected to sit in a very interesting position within Nikon's lineup. It would potentially become the serious professional APS-C option above the Z50 family, while remaining smaller and more affordable than cameras such as the Z8. That positioning could make it especially attractive to wildlife, sports, birding, and aviation photographers who want the extra reach of a crop sensor without carrying a huge full-frame body. One of the biggest expectations is a rugged construction. Rather than looking like a lightweight enthusiast camera, the rumored Z90 could feature a magnesium alloy body with extensive weather sealing. That would make sense for the audience Nikon appears to be targeting. Wildlife photographers regularly work in rain, snow, dust, and extreme temperatures, and a professional camera needs to survive conditions that would be uncomfortable for ordinary consumer equipment. The idea is simple. This should be a camera you can take into the field without constantly worrying about protecting it. The viewfinder could also receive a major upgrade. Reports have pointed toward a high-resolution electronic viewfinder with around 5.76 million dots, similar to what we have already seen on higher-end Nikon bodies. For fast-moving subjects, this matters more than it might sound. When you are tracking a bird flying across the frame or a racing car approaching a corner, a sharp and responsive viewfinder can make the difference between staying with a subject and losing it completely. The rear display is also rumored to feature a fully articulating design, potentially measuring around 3.2 inches. That would give photographers much more flexibility when shooting from unusual angles. Whether you're working close to the ground, photographing wildlife from a low position, or recording video, a flexible screen can make composition significantly easier. But the real story is expected to be inside the camera. The biggest question surrounding the Z90 is its sensor. Several different resolutions have been mentioned, with some ambitious speculation suggesting something around 45 megapixels. However, a 33-megapixel stacked sensor currently sounds like a more balanced possibility. If Nikon chooses that route, the Z90 could offer plenty of resolution for aggressive cropping while keeping file sizes and processing demands under control. For wildlife photography, 33 megapixels could be particularly useful. Imagine spotting a bird hundreds of feet away. Even if the subject occupies only a small portion of the original frame, additional resolution gives you more room to crop while retaining meaningful detail. Combined with the APS-C crop factor, that could make the Z90 a serious long-range tool without requiring an enormous lens. The stacked sensor design could be even more important than the megapixel count. A stacked sensor is designed to read image data dramatically faster, which can reduce rolling shutter distortion and improve electronic shooting performance. That means fast-moving subjects could look more natural, even when you are using the electronic shutter. For photographers following birds in flight, motorsports, or unpredictable wildlife, this could be one of the Z90's most important advantages. Burst shooting is another area where the rumors become exciting. Some reports suggest mechanical shooting could reach somewhere around 15 to 20 frames per second, while electronic shooting might potentially go as high as 30 frames per second. If that actually happens, the Z90 would be built for moments that last only fractions of a second. Think about an eagle grabbing a fish from the water, a soccer player making contact with the ball, or a race car passing through a corner. At 30 frames per second, you are effectively creating a sequence of opportunities instead of relying on a single decisive moment. Autofocus could be just as important. Nikon has been putting increasing emphasis on intelligent subject detection and tracking, and the Z90 is expected to benefit from the same philosophy. A powerful processor working alongside a fast sensor could allow the camera to recognize animals, people, vehicles, aircraft, and other subjects while continuously adjusting focus. For wildlife shooters, this could be a huge advantage. Instead of constantly moving a small focus point manually, the camera could identify the subject and stay locked onto it. More advanced tracking could also help when branches, fences, or other objects temporarily cross between the photographer and the subject. That kind of performance is exactly what a professional APS-C Nikon would need to justify its position in the lineup. Storage is another area where Nikon could make the Z90 feel like a true professional tool. Rumors have suggested 2 high-speed card slots, potentially combining CF Express Type B with SD. That would give photographers both speed and flexibility, while also allowing backup recording during important assignments. For professionals, redundancy is not a luxury. Losing an irreplaceable sequence because of a failed memory card can be devastating. Power management will also matter. The camera is expected to use Nikon's EL15C battery family, which is already widely used across several Nikon bodies. A high-capacity battery combined with efficient processing could make the Z90 suitable for long wildlife sessions where photographers may spend hours waiting for a single opportunity. And while the Z90 is expected to be heavily focused on photography, video could also receive a serious upgrade. Rumors have suggested oversampled 4K recording at up to 120 frames per second, which would provide impressive slow-motion capabilities. There has even been speculation about higher resolution raw video options, although this is far less certain. So, why might such an exciting camera not arrive until 2027? The answer could be Nikon's product strategy. A camera like this has to fit carefully between existing APS-C and full-frame models without damaging sales of its more expensive cameras. Nikon also needs the right sensor, processor, autofocus system, heat management, battery performance, and manufacturing capacity before releasing a body aimed at professionals. That is why the Z90 could take longer than fans expect. Nikon may not simply want to produce another APS-C camera. If the goal is to revive the D500 philosophy properly, the Z90 needs to feel like a genuine professional tool rather than a slightly upgraded enthusiast model. For now, it is important to remember that Nikon has not officially confirmed the Z90 or these rumored specifications. The 33-megapixel stacked sensor, 30 frame per second shooting, advanced autofocus, high-resolution viewfinder, and professional weather sealing remains speculation. But if even a portion of these reports turns out to be accurate, the weight could ultimately make sense. The biggest question is not whether Nikon can build a powerful APS-C mirrorless camera. It clearly can. The real question is whether Nikon is willing to take the time to make the Z90 the true D500 successor photographers have been asking for. If that means waiting until 2027, many wildlife and sport shooters may be perfectly happy to wait. Because if Nikon gets this one right, the Z90 could become one of the most exciting crop sensor cameras of the mirrorless generation.